so excited to be here for you today. We are wrapping up with absolute celebration the money reclamation series because money, my love, is your birthright. And I'm excited to share this with you, whether you're watching live or you are watching the replay. Hello, Jinx. It's so good to see you here. If you don't mind, let me know, where are you jumping in from? So let's share where we are. Let's share the love for today. It is where I am. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just so happy to be looking out at these beautiful, I don't even know what they're called. I have a pollinator garden and there's these beautiful yellow flowers and they are so vibrant. And it reminds me of the vibrancy that we all have if we'll let it come out. Sometimes we got to take a little cloth and shine ourselves up a little bit so we can be vibrant. And by shining ourselves up, what do I mean? I mean, we are taking off all the layers of crap that's on top of us, right? Whether it was things we were taught as children, other things, or we just take on what people have said about us. They're absolutely untrue. We are just as vibrant. And you know what? Those flowers out there do not give two flips what I think about them at all. Why do we take on what people think of us? Why do we take it on and wear it and hold on to it, and it's actually hurting us? There is no honor in doing that. There's nothing. We need to be like these gorgeous, vibrant flowers. I got beautiful yellow ones here, some orange ones over there, and they are just popping. And we can do that too. But quite honestly, you know that this whole thing is about money is your birthright. You have got to carry yourself as if it is. You have to completely own who you are and get out there with it. Get out there with your message and everything. Hello, Matthew. Let me know where you're jumping in from. Hello, Kitten. Hello. Let me know where you're jumping in from. You've got to get out there with whatever message, whatever gift, whatever you feel called to do, whatever's on your heart, and know that you would be supported. Because money is your birthright. You can shine and be as vibrant and gorgeous as all of nature is around you. Stop caring what people think. Just stop caring what people think. That was probably one of the biggest things that, just as I was sitting here and meditating before we came live, that came through, was just to look outside and look at that vibrancy. Hello, Malette, coming in from Houston. Good to see you. So I want to get into it. We have a couple of things coming up. I'm feeling I have on my schedule of things I want to do today to do a meditation first, but I'm really feeling a card pull. So we're going to do the card pull first, and then we're going to jump into a meditation. And as more comes through, we're going to let that all out, right? So for our card pull, we're going to kind of do a past, a present, and a future pull. And this is going to be around the vibes of everyone who is watching, everyone who will watch in the future, right? This is our collective money message, right? So this is a money message for the collective. Let's do this thing. And later, if you have questions that come up, if I can answer them in the moment, I'm definitely going to answer them in the moment. But I might hold them to the end as well. So don't, hesitate, right? Just jump in and put in your messages into the chat. And if you want a card pull at the end, as we're wrapping up, I'm always happy when I come live. As long as I have a deck in front of me, I'm happy to use it and pull a card for you. So I would love to know how everyone is feeling today. Are you feeling these vibes? There's something right now I'm feeling that's in the midst of chaos lies opportunity, right? In the midst of chaos lies opportunity. And I am feeling the opportunity right now. Like I'm feeling something super expansive, right? In the midst of all the chaos. So I hope you're feeling that too. I'd love to know how you're feeling. I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards. Let's see for our past. And you're feeling motivated. I love that, Jinx. Present. And our future. What's going on? What is going on? I love all this. So the card deck I'm using right now is by Colette Baron Reed. It's called the Enchanted Map. In case you're interested, it's called the Enchanted Map. Or if you want to read further on any of these cards. The first card, and it's interesting that I pulled 2 cards reversed and the last card upright. So the first one is slow and steady reversed. And it totally makes sense. Haven't things not been coming fast and furious? Whether we want them to or not, it's feeling like things are fast and furious. And in just the same way, a lot of people are feeling pretty fast and furious about their money. And tapped our midday and tired. Hopefully we can get you a little bit more pumped up, but not in the fast and furious type, right? More of a slow and steady and calm pumped up, right? So things have been fast and furious. I don't know. A lot of my friends, family, myself, we like freak out when we go to the grocery store because money is going fast and furious, right? It's almost as if time in some ways is sped up, and that's the chaos. That's the chaos. All right, so the next one that came up, so present-ish, is card number 18, Magic Stream, and it came up reversed as well, right? It's kind of waiting for things to get better, waiting for flow, because it's like flow has been dammed up, right? But what do we know? Money is our birthright. So flow could be dammed up for everyone else, but we've got to see and know that flow is happening for us. It's just been diverted to a different place. We're so used to kind of standing still and letting things go around us and catching a little here and catching a little there. We don't realize about 2 feet to our right, it's flowing like mad. We're over here in the middle of, the mud and muck because there's barely a stream, right? So it feels like it's dammed up, right? So future. So when you think about our money, what is our next step? What is that next reality for us? We can see that stream that's just 2 feet over to our right. Just 2 feet over to our right. And take our little selves over there. We have card number 3, which is Spark. Right? Now I understand why the download I was getting as soon as I got on was about the vibrancy of flowers and how we can be just as vibrant. We got Spark upright. Spark here, we've got someone playing an instrument. We have someone just totally owning themselves, who they are, owning completely who they are, and not caring, just like the flowers, not caring if anyone likes it or not. They're going to play. They're going to play, and they're going to play full out in their heart. And I love that this thing has hearts, does it not? Yeah, it has little hearts flying up and down from the instrument. They're playing with their full hearts. What are you playing full out in? What are you pouring your whole heart into? Let me know in the comments. What are you pouring your entire heart into? That is what's going to get you over the 2 feet over back into the magic stream, right? When you use that spark and you play full out, and I'm going to be, like perfectly honest, or I guess admit my bias. I do business coaching. And I'm always seeing business opportunity everywhere. That time where you can share your genius, where you can share your gift with others and be supported by it. Because you're pulling the spark, you're reigniting the spark, not just in yourself, but in other people too, when you play full out. So whether this is, hey, here's your card, start your business, or hey, guess what? This is your card to like really step into that hobby. This is your card to really own who you are and not care what others think. Because when the spark is in you, it lights you up. You shine, 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 shine on the outside, getting rid of the muck. And now you're being lit up from within. And that lit up within just shines everywhere. And it calls other people in. And it gives them the cover, the space, the opportunity to be lit up from within too, to turn up the dial on what they're called to do, on their light. That's how you turn around the chaos, with your light, because it sparks in others to show their light too. And in another person, and another person, and another person. I just saw a hummingbird fly by. Stop by, take a little drink, get going. Right? People will come. People will gather. People will applaud. And they will be your people. Yeah, you might have someone come in and act a fool with you. I do. Every time I go live, someone comes in and acts a fool. And that's okay. Because there's so many other people that feel touched, that needed to hear what was said that day. And if that's you, please like this video. And of course, subscribe. Hello. Tell your friends. Tell your friends that this is it. We were moving fast and furious and things are crazy and chaotic. And now it feels like our stream is blocked. Our flow, our source is blocked, but just a couple of feet away, just a little tiptoe. When you ignite your spark, everything starts coming through. Everything starts coming through. And if you know, like, I want this for me, would you like to go plant some flowers with me? I promise we won't go outside. It's too hot right now. Or at least where I am. In South Central Texas, this is the worst time of the day to go outside. We're going to plant flowers in the 5th dimension. We're going to plant our flowers. All right? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was just remembering, like, we are given so many things, so many gifts, and somehow we don't see our own flowers that are all around us. So I'm going to ask you, when we're complete, to please take a moment, step outside if you can, really look around and see the beauty and know that you are part of it. Right now, we're going to plant some flowers on the 5th dimension. So they blossom and grow, and that abundance, as we tend to our flowers, that abundance, and why I tend to our flowers, I tend to our spiritual minds, attend to our emotions, attend to our body. Right? When we're attending to those things and our flowers start growing, our abundance starts growing. And you will not believe how fast things can grow. From a few minutes to a few hours to a few days to a few weeks. Right? They start to grow and blossom and share their abundance. So let's come in together if you can. I just knocked over my water, but it's okay. It was a water bottle. Put your feet flat on the ground. I want you to relax just a little bit, right? Hand on your chest, one just below your belly button. And let's take a deep breath in. Hold at the top as long as you'd like. No one's looking, no one's judging. And when you're ready, just release it out. Let's do that again. Nice big breath in. Holding at the top. And releasing when you're ready. One more time, just bring up the energy from the earth through your feet. Up, up, up through your chest. And releasing from your heart space. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Bringing in the energy from the divine gateway down, down, down to the crown, your head. Again. Letting it flow all the way down into your chest and releasing through your heart when you're ready. I don't want you to see yourself taking a walk in a beautiful field. There's a light breeze, beautiful day, sun's not beating too hard. It's just a nice little kiss of heat on your face. As you walk through the field, you feel like this little jingling in your pocket. And as you put your hand in your pocket, pull it out and you just stop in your tracks. And you see these coins, these gold coins in your hand. And they start transmuting themselves into seeds. And you're so in awe how they changed in your hands. And you realize you're at the perfect point in the field to plant them. So you get down on your knees and you take your hands. You pull, pull, pull the soil away. You're not digging deep in the ground, just enough so it's below the surface. Maybe an inch, maybe less, maybe a little more. And you put the coins in there that have transmuted themselves to seeds. And you're so grateful to have these to put in your field. It's your field of dreams. This is your field of hopes and desires. You put that earth back over the coins. Stand back up. Dust yourself off a bit. Take in a beautiful deep breath. And as you release that breath, a beautiful cloud comes over and starts to give that little mound of dirt some rain. And as you look at that rain coming down, you realize you're not getting wet, just the area that needed to be watered. And then the little rain cloud goes on its way, water in the next area that needs it. You take a step back, seeing your dreams all throughout the field, seeing your desires, seeing the wishes that you made as a child, seeing the hopes that you had as an adult. And when you refocus, just in front of you, you see a seedling has emerged from the earth. And it's growing and growing, growing. You had to take a couple of steps back because it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger around as it is getting taller. And you realize that not getting big quite as quickly anymore. You take a step forward to your tree of abundance. Put your arms around it, and you feel so good. You feel so relaxed, so happy, contented, peaceful. You know, as you move through your life, feel happy, contented, and peaceful will connect you back to your abundance tree. This tree, this is your birthright. No matter what flow is doing, no matter what's going on, your abundance tree is always there. And it's teaching you now how to sync with it. Vibration to feel in your body. Breathe in its knowledge. Breathe in its vibration. Let it sink deep into your body. This is an important part for you to be with tree. To sink back to this when things feel wild, things feel chaotic, and you want to jump up, maybe and scream, maybe and run, and feel your tree. Come back to your tree. Put your arms around your tree. Allow the spark to light up. Allow the abundance to flow. Because the tree is always there. The tree is always giving. The tree is insanely abundant. Because the universe is abundant. There is no shortage of supply. There are no supply chain issues. The abundance is there. You tapping into it, you tapping into your birthright, is tapping into this vibration that it's showing you right now. The vibration that you're feeling from it. And when you're there, you will always see the opportunities. You'll always know where the stream is. You'll always be in abundance. Take a deep breath in. Holding at the top as long as you'd like. And release. Take another deep breath in. Holding at the top as long as you'd like. Remember, you're always welcome to come back to your tree, to sit with your tree, even just for a hangout. All right, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Let me know how you're feeling after that. I would love to know. It's our activation. We are totally activated with our abundance, our birthright. Money is your birthright. That abundance is your birthright. Yeah, so let me know how you're feeling. I see the hearts flying. I love it. I want you to know wealth isn't something you've got to go find. Like I said, it's something that you are aligned with. And I want to make sure that you can feel that vibration and know when you're there. You are in line with abundance. You are in line with abundance. Right? So I'm so excited. I want to share a few other things with you guys today. I have 3 affirmations I wrote down that you may love, I hope. And go ahead, like I said, if you've got questions, please put them in the chat. They can be questions about money, mindset. If you feel like you have blocks, spiritual entrepreneurship, anything that came up for you during the money reclamation series. I would love to answer those questions. So go ahead and get those in the chat, or if you want me to pull a card for you, I'm happy to do that too. Let me know in the chat. I have those 3 affirmations I do want to share with you. The first one, big one, I am safe to receive. I am safe to receive. Sometimes it can feel a little nerve-wracking to have money come in. I know it sounds crazy to say, but I've seen it more than once, right? Where people felt uncomfortable with money. So if you didn't get a chance to watch, I think it's episode 5, at the end, I really get into detail how to feel safe with money, how to feel safe receiving it, how to keep it, some of it, right? Allowing it to hang out with you. I go deep into that in that particular episode toward the end. So definitely check that out if you haven't. All right. Money loves to flow in me. Let me see. Money loves to flow to me and through me. Money loves to flow to me and through me. Right? It's being comfortable. That knowing money is always going to be there for you. That was a very hard thing for me to learn. And honestly, it's a lesson I'm still learning. Money will be there for me. What is it about? My vibration. Am I in my abundance vibration? Am I hanging out with my tree? Right? Am I in the vibration for abundance? Money will flow to me, and some money will flow through me to lift others up on their journey. You are honestly blessed to have money come and to be able to pay money out, right? We are not here to hoard wealth. I think it's up to man. I feel like episode 5 was really good about all that. All right. The third affirmation, I am fully in my power and abundance now. I am fully in my power and abundance now. Again, do not care what others think. You are here to light yourself up and shine. Be beautiful and vibrant. And who cares if other people don't like it? Let them hate it. It's okay to have haters. You're not here for everybody, right? But there's going to be a certain part of the population that's going to love you. Find those people. Forget these other folks, right? I love that. I am fully in my power and abundance. All right. So Jinx wrote, I don't know how aggressive to be about hearing back about edits on my book. Yeah, we've been talking about your book, Jinx. And honestly, how do you feel? Right? I'm going to pull a card, but I'm going to ask, how do you feel? Because sometimes it's hard for people to be what they would call, like you said, aggressive. How aggressive do I need to be? And even the word aggressive has some negative connotations, right? So I have a feeling that you don't like the idea of being forthright with folks. Some people might say forthright is aggressive, but sometimes you need to be forthright. I know people who get taken advantage of, sometimes on accident, right? Sometimes on purpose, and they don't want to say anything about it. I just had a discussion with a friend about doctors, and sometimes you have to be your own advocate, right? You know what's going on with your body. You're hearing things from other people. You've done some research and things aren't quite right. And you got to advocate for yourself. You have to be, as Jinx says, aggressive, right? And when it's your dream, and when it's your thing that you have to get out there, maybe you have to be aggressive. Maybe you need to be aggressive. But I did say pull a card for you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Should Jinx be more aggressive about hearing back on those edits? All right, let's see, Jinx. All right. It's an interesting card. 7 of Cups upright. 7 of Cups upright. So you've got like a dragon. It's not your book about like a fantasy land. You've got something like a dragon surrounding these 7 cups, protecting. And you kind of got, I don't know if you can see that, you kind of got like some with their mask, holding a skull, and kind of being a little intimidating. There's a lot of emotions wrapped up around this book. And I would suppose that's true for you. It's your book that you're trying to get out in the world. And you want to, there's a desire to protect your darlings, your book, and to hide behind a mask. Oh, you love dragons. That's amazing. You know how dragons like to guard their stuff, their treasure. Your book is your treasure. And hiding behind the mask. I think that's so amazing there. It's time to take it off. As a person's taking it off, as a person's trying to come forward and share their feelings. It's time to share your feelings. Your feelings are right. Hey, I need those edits done. I'm trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Get your book finished, I'm assuming. So you're just being forthright and honest and letting people know why you appreciate them going through and doing the edits, that you also need it in a timely manner. If they can't do it, oh my gosh, you so understand. But I need it done by this time. One of the things that I think is difficult to remember, especially when you're asking someone for a favor, is you need deadlines. There's a reason you're asking for a favor. It's not necessarily when they get around to it. It's because you need something in a certain period of time. And by giving someone deadlines, they're able to tell you whether they can prioritize within that time frame or not. Right? If I ask someone for a favor, say I need a ride to the airport because I need to catch a plane, I'm not going to say whenever you get around to it, baby, I need you here at this time to pick me up so I can get to my plane on time. And if you can't do it, I'm not mad. I'm asking for a favor. But then I got to ask someone else. Can you do it or no? Can you meet my guidelines? Can you meet that? No? Cool. It's all right. I'm not mad. Let me find someone who can. It's not wrong to ask for someone to do your edits in a timely manner. You're not being aggressive, right? Not being aggressive. Hello, Lisa from Ireland. I'm glad that you came in. Oh, I'm so glad that answered the question for you, Jinx. Yeah, it's not aggressive at all. It's a normal thing to do. All right. So, like I said, if you have questions, this is the time to put them in the chat. Any questions you have about the money reclamation series, any questions that you want me to pull cards on, especially pertaining around anything we talked about in the series, money mindset, anywhere where you may or may not feel blocked, any of those things, right? Spiritual entrepreneurship. That's why we're here. That's why I'm answering questions. And so if you have a question, I would love to hear it. Or if you just want to say hello again, that's good too. But while you're putting something in, I'm going to do another card pull. And this is just for everyone in general. So I always say, take with it what you will. But if you have a question and you're here now or you're here later, hello, cooking with, I'm going to say David. You know, I did have a card just literally jump out. So we're going to see what that is. How lovely. The card that jumped out for everyone. The sun. Here comes the sun. I'm looking at these bright, beautiful, vibrant yellow flowers out of my window right now. Definitely. Shine. This is your moment to stand up and shine. To be the light. Let your light shine. That is how the money is going to flow. That spark we talked about earlier is going to kick in. So I look at the spark, right? And I look at the sun. And I want to know, what is that dream? What is that thing that you think you can't do? That you think people think you're ridiculous for wanting to do? Let me know down in the comments. I want you to commit to, my oldest says, commit to the bit, right? I want you to not only share what it is, that spark, that thing you were here to do, but I also want you to commit to sharing it, to lighting it up, and not caring what other people think anymore. So important. And I want you, why do I want you to write it in the comments? So that we can support you. So we can get excited with you. So we can be your first cheerleaders. Yeah, in Tapiador, growing my online yoga class. That's perfect. You don't know who on here wants to go to a yoga class, who's been looking for someone who can actually work with them in the way that they feel like they need. Right? It's not just yoga, right? You do something very specific with yoga. You have your own take on yoga. Like, be forward with that. Let people know. Let us support you. So, yeah, what am I going to say? Look at what Tap Your Door does. Look at the kind of yoga they do. Think about how it can help you or someone you know. Right? That's what we're here to do. We're going to support each other. We're not crabs in a barrel trying to pull each other down. Like, not I can't escape, therefore you can't escape. Baby, we're chaining together and getting out, and we are going to explore, and we're going to set the world on fire in all the right ways. In the middle of chaos and confusion, we're the light, and we draw people to us, and things start to come into order and calm and peace and delight again. That's what we do. We are that light. Because money's our birthright. And we're going to be just fine. All right. I don't see any other questions. So, with that, I'm going to say peace, joy, love to you. Have a wonderful day.